And this has become one of the must-see events of the year, which is obvious by all the star power in attendance here tonight.
Well, certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand, the biggest names from the sports world, music stars. Everybody wants to be a part of All-Star Week.
I'll look at the West All-Stars starting group. We've got Morant, and it's Pena in at the 5.
And for me, this is always one of the best weeks of the year. So much.
Oh my goodness! That was effective.
Just a ridiculous dunk there. There aren't many guys who can pull off a throwdown like that.
Fires the 3. West All-Stars with the rebound. Embiid with the steal. Pass to Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
Hey, defenders already have a lot to worry about with Tatum scoring. But he's making passes like that, too. Watch out.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I got a few minutes to catch up with Alvin Gentry. Now he really enjoys the camaraderie this weekend brings. Everybody gets a break in the season, they can breathe a little bit, enjoy the events, enjoy the game. And he said it couldn't come at a more perfect time for his team. They've been grinding all season. So this is the best of both worlds.
Thank you, David. And that's out of bounds. The East All-Stars will keep it. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Here's Pena. Banked in off the glass.
In the first half of his season, boy, how special has it been? He has been on a rampage.
Yeah, and he's got tremendous talent. And when he's fully healthy and engaged, I mean, he's really impossible to stop. That's what we've been seeing this year from him.
And here are the East All-Stars now. The West All-Stars getting their last shot to go.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm. I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Can they get it? Here's Williamson. They get it back. On the pass to Tatum. This one for 3. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Tatum aggressively looking for his shot now, preparing before the pass arrives.
Williamson with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williamson. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
And it's a completely new group for the East All-Stars. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. That'll be a 5-second call. Edwards, he's checked in for the West.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
Edwards against KD. On the wing, Doncic. Pass to Jokic from 12 feet out. That's good on the jump shot.
Yeah, Jokic likes to keep the defense off balance, guessing as to what he's going to do. He's a threat from everywhere, and his mid-range game helps him put defenses in a pickle.
Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
Lewis on the wing. Guarded by Doncic. Lewis misses. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. 4-point game. Baseline try. King with the block. And that's out of bounds. The East All-Stars will keep it. And the East All-Stars with some changes. Siakam is checked in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Luka Doncic. The West All-Stars making a switch here. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Passes to Siakam. Over Edwards. Hits the front of the rim and out.
I think in that situation, that was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
King with it. Now defended by Jokic. King, that's good.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Yes, that goes in.
Nice handles, tight handles, fluid handles, right into a shooting motion. Durant able to do everything on the offensive end.
King outside. Over ball. And it's in. He nails the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. West All-Stars lead by 6. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
Get ready for your East All-Star Next Pack.
Back with you again on the most entertaining night on the NBA calendar. 1 quarter down and 3 to play in the All-Star game.
And you can see these players now starting to get into a rhythm. Should see a lot better flow to the game here in the second quarter.
That's usually the case. I mean, it takes some time to gel with your teammates at the All-Star game.
They've got Kyrie Irving. Antetokounmpo is out there with Durant. Then it's Pascal Siakam. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars. And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
Light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
Perfect. Launches it. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Durant. Outside, Garcia. For 3. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
The wheel come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now, here's Irving. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Siakam. Off target from the baseline.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Garcia's shot is good.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possession.
Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut back down to a 7-point margin. Getting the points there from Siakam. Driving inside. From outside the arc, gets the three-pointer to fall. He has 6.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something.
If it's working, keep working. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
A big group substitution here for the East. Embiid, he's checked in for Siakam. Jimmy Butler comes in for Antetokounmpo. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And he drives in, and the shot goes in.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
He is comfortable putting his head down and attacking. Doncic is unfazed, unflappable, even against beastly defenders.
Ball's checked in for the East.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
The leaner, basket good.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Doncic right side. There's the drive. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Took him no time at all on that one. We've got 1:13 left to play here in the half. Butler sets a screen for Doncic. Embiid wide open. His three-pointers off the mark. Here's Pena. Wants to get it to Morant and does. Pena guarded by Tatum. A well-timed shot fake got the defender off the ground right there.
And they're leaning on the mid-range right now. That's 6 of their last 10 from that area.
Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Ball. Here's Pena driving in, unable to get that one. So the East All-Stars will take it the other way. Here's Butler. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
You know, Butler's aggressive attitude is what makes him so hard to guard, especially on the drive. He's aggressive and smart and physical.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Pena. Goes back up. Out to Ingram. The pass to Pena. And that one is good. He's got 8.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. Got to work harder on the glass.
And so it's the West All-Stars going into the break with a 10-point lead. And you have to credit their defense for the job they've been doing against Irving. Kyrie's been almost invisible out there, and we don't say that very often. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And it's time to strap in as we get set to bring you the explosive action of the second half of the All-Star game.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the temperature to start to rise here a little bit in the second half.
Yeah, I'm exactly with you there. I think we'll see a little less showmanship and a little more intensity from here on out.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there. But not so here.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court for the West All-Stars, we've got Morant, and it's Pena in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
You know, a focal point for Tatum early on to increase the consistency from deep, and he's done that with a lot of lab work.
And he makes that one.
They're taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Well, they should be. I mean, it has not been a good performance from them at that end of the floor.
And that's getting it done from deep. That's what the All-Star game gives you, the freedom to show your full range.
You know, taking that shot in a regular season game, get you a spot on the bench, but here, it gets you a standing O.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
They double him with Williamson. Jacks up a three. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. He's with the ball. They trail by 7. That one, no good. Now the West All-Stars the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Morant. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Here's Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
Man, it would be kind of cool to be Giannis for just one game. It makes dunking and getting to the rim look so easy.
All-Star Dance Pack.
And the East with some changes. Jokic comes in for Joel Embiid, and Durant subbed in for Tatum. Now Garcia. 9 points in the game so far. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
You know, he's almost the perfect defensive player. He's got length and strength, and he's athletic. And Giannis plays the game hard all the time, too, which is impressive.
And now in transition is Garcia. Here we go. Outside, Lewis drills the three-pointer. Lewis has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. To the middle, here's KD. And then Durant with the dunk.
Well, the elevation from Durant should come as no surprise there. I mean, he's dangerous above the rim, and he can go way above it, too, folks.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to... keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the point. Points on the board. I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
And they're moving it up. King with it. Now defended by Williamson. And he gets the bucket. And it's a 12-point West All-Star lead.
Well, I think, as is always the case, the story of the game tonight won't have a lot to do with defense.
That's the way it always is. I mean, a half-court alley-oop or a spectacular behind-the-back pass, that's exactly exactly what the people want to see in this game.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Count the basket. He's got 16.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. No good from Durant. And it's the West All-Stars ball. They're on a 15-6 run.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
It's good. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points this quarter.
There are very few guys that move with the grace that Antetokounmpo does on his drive. He's got an easy, long, ground-eating gait. It's very effective.
And so it's the West All-Stars sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We come back right after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
Well, we're back on a night that's always a highlight of any NBA season. We're live from the All-Star game.
And, you know, you always look forward to this game, and this one certainly has lived up to the billing so far.
There is not another show in sports quite like the NBA All-Star game, is there?
They've got Nikola Jokic all out there with Irving. Then it's Tatum, and it's Butler in at the 4 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars. Here's Ball, pass to Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
Well, you know, it's obvious that Ball knows exactly how to work the angle. He gets the ball to a wide-open shooter just about every time.
Morant against Irving. Morant scanning the floor. Again, the West All-Stars.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an all-star. Our game special right there, folks.
That's it. Isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star week.
And Jokic throws it down.
At almost 7 feet tall now, Jokic can definitely throw it down, and he's happy to remind defenses that he can do
And out of bounds, the East All-Stars will have it. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for the East. Luka Doncic comes in for Jimmy Butler. The West also making some changes. Garcia, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Morant in for Morant. And Ball slams it in.
Irving doing a nice job there being creative and efficient with that beautiful assist.
Garcia passes to Pena. The three-pointer no good. Irving from long range bangs home the trifecta.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because they're... nothing but buckets in this one.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Ball finds Irving, puts one up from 19. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 5th assist in this one. Driving to the basket. Drops in the layup for 2.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Pass to Doncic. Can't connect from short range.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Priority and goal number 1 has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open look.
And it's in there.
They have picked it up offensively here in the second half. Ball movement, getting high percentage shots, and you can definitely see a difference.
Wasted. No time on that one. He's got 20.
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's having.
Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
And how about all these dunks? I mean, this game's been a complete crowd pleaser, no doubt.
I know, I'm loving it. These players are really strutting their stuff tonight. Showtime!
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The lead now in single digits. Irving's got 8 points here in this quarter.
You know, that goes back, I think, to playing with LeBron in their Cleveland days. Kyrie learned how to operate without the ball sunk.
Fade away. Kyrie Irving with the rebound. And here are the East All-Stars. 9-point game. And Tatum the bucket on the assist by Doncic.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Pena. And nothing is falling for him right now. And it's Irving with the ball for the East All-Stars. And he drives in. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Irving's got 10 points in just the second half. Irving's gone 4 for 4 from the field. Perfect so far. Here's Pena. He can't get that one, so the East All-Stars will take it the other way.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
At 7 feet tall and almost a seventh of a ton, that's a lot of force coming down on the 10 with them.
And here's the East. They trail by 3 to tie it up. Good on the triple.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
That's tipped. And here we go. Fast break from Morant's. Such a wide open look. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the West All-Stars.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Here's Garcia. Off target with his 3. Now the East All-Stars with it. In the corner. Tatum with it. Down low. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Embiid's got 9 points now in the quarter.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
Basket counts.
And he can take over in a nanosecond. I mean, once he catches... fire, it's difficult to squelch it.
Passes it to Irving. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Irving's gone 5 of 6 in field goal attempts tonight. Shoots it. Again, the West All-Stars.
I know we never see a lot of defense in these games, but tonight not seeing any.
Simply call it a free-for-all. I mean, you want the guys to have fun out there, but it would be nice to see some effort put into the defensive end of the floor.
And that's out of bounds. The East All-Stars will keep it. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
And some changes here for the West All-Stars. Morant comes in for Halliburton, and King subbed in for John Morant. And stolen by Garcia. Pena, Antetokounmpo defending. Pulls up on the wing. Here's Pena, and the rejection by Giannis.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And Williamson throws it down.
And it's official. They have come all the way back. At one point, this thing seemed to be out of reach.
I did not think they had enough clock to get all the way back, but here they are. And now they've got to feel like they're in control of this thing.
Nice play call there. Down the stretch, getting him the open look.
Yeah, I put that one on the defense. I mean, they can't leave him open at this stage.
Here's Antetokounmpo. The West All-Stars pull it in. 17 points was their biggest margin. Here's Morant. Here's Garcia. And the layup is good. Garcia's got 6 points in the quarter.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Williamson looking it over. Now the pass to Antetokounmpo. Over to the left wing. Drains the three-pointer.
And since halftime, he has been a different player.
And King. Oh!
My goodness.
Well, this night is all about the entertainment value in terms of that dunk. Definitely entertaining.
Yep, and he's hearing it from the crowd. I mean, it's going to be really hard to top that one.
From down in the low post, it goes. Pass to Garcia. Pena, guarded by Tatum. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the bump fake, but couldn't knock it down. There's the lob at Antetokounmpo. Yep, that one goes.
Amazing to watch Antetokounmpo will these shots in, refusing to concede to the defense.
Pena, guarded by Tatum. King knocks down the three ball.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
To the left side wing. Morant, that's for two. Again, the West All-Stars.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Here's Tatum. And finally, that one's good. Tatum's got 11 points here in just the second half.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting. Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
Here's Antetokounmpo. The 3rd shot of the possession finally falls for him. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points in the quarter. Morant, that's for 2. Again, the West. All-Star.
And he's stroking it well, but he just hasn't shown the aggressiveness that they need out of him. Probably in front by more if he was.
Where did that come from? Oh, that was beautiful. What a punch. Garcia goes in and then jammed down as he goes right over Jokic.
You know, we always get some great dunks in this game, and I think we can add that to the list.
Check out the reaction. Listen to that. I mean, that slam was a raise the roofer.
Giannis outside. Six to shoot. Outside Tatum. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 3 assists in the game. So it's the East All-Stars taking the W in a close one.
And guys, while the result and the bragging rights go to the East, this was truly a night that belonged to the fans. I mean, it was another great showcase of the world-class talent across the NBA.
It seems to get better and better every year, doesn't it, Greg? Huh? So fun to watch. It was certainly a fun evening. We thank all of you for joining us and watching with us. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll see you again next time.